Coming at you live from the 801. Let's boogie. First and foremost, y'all, click, like, and subscribe, baby. Come join the team. All right, week 5 still. We in COVID week. I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, all these Patriots players start getting COVID. So, Patriots and Broncos game, that's off the table. That's off the table on the bets this week. Good week. We only had 4 wrong. So, my apologies. We only have 4 wrong. So, we're going up from here, baby. Week 5 was a crazy week. I think we learned a lot of good things. We know who's solid, who's not solid. Let's just jump right into it. Bears versus Bucks. Bears ended up beating the Bucks. They had the +3, but they didn't need it. They ended up beating them straight up. That Bears defense is solid. I don't know what Nick Foles has on Tom Brady, but he always beats them. So applaud to the Bears. They got the dub. The Bucks, they got a solid offense. Of course they're banged up, but everybody else in the league is banged up too, baby. So no excuses there. Bears win 20-19. Bengals +13 on the Ravens. I went with the Bengals. I believed in Joe Burrow. They couldn't get any points up on the board. The Ravens defense is solid. They're pretty solid against every team except for the Chiefs for whatever reason. But the Ravens ended up covering that spread, -13. I went with the Bengals. I believe in Joe Burrow, but looks like the Ravens are the real deal. Washington +9.5 on the Rams. I took the Rams -9.5. Washington football team is just not a solid team. Plus, they have too many quarterback issues going on. Rams look like one of the best teams in the NFL. Went with the Rams. They look good. They look efficient out there. Everybody gets the ball. Robert Woods looks like one of the best receivers. Cooper Kupp is quietly one of the best receivers, and their running backs. It looks like Darrell Henderson is balling out, man, with the solid defense. Eagles +7 against the Steelers. I was wrong on this one. I went with the Eagles +7. Out of desperation, thought they were going to come out solid. They came out pretty good against the Niners, but for whatever reason, the Steelers, they're one of the best teams in the NFL too. It's going to be crazy to see the Steelers and the Ravens battle it out. And the Browns, that's a sneaky good division now. So it's going to be fun seeing all of them battle it out. So we'll see when the weeks go forward. Steelers end up winning 38-21. They covered the spread. I was wrong about that one. Raiders +11.5 against the Chiefs. The Raiders end up winning straight up 40-32. It's a division game. You're not really gonna blow anybody out. I know they blew them out last year, or they never lost in the division last year, but it's a different year. John Gruden looks like the team got them believing. Every now and then they pull out a good one, you know what I'm saying? They might be the new Chargers in that division, play up to their competition, and then, play down to their competition. So we'll see if the Raiders are for real. As of right now, obviously the Chiefs is still honestly one of the best teams, but hey, man, you get caught slipping in your own division, that's what you're going to get. That's the result you're going to get. Jets +8 against the Cardinals. I took the Cardinals. I was right on that one, and they ended up winning 30-10. It's just clear and obvious that the Jets is the worst team in the NFL. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're going for the #1 overall pick, and if Sam Darnold keeps playing like that, he might be gonzo after a short period of time. Where I know a lot of people believe in him, but he just isn't cutting it. He ain't getting no W's. I still don't understand why Gase is not fired, but here he is today with another job for another week. Panthers +3.5 on the Falcons. I took the Panthers +3.5. That defense is solid. Panthers are looking a lot better than I thought they were. Thought they were going to be talent-wise one of the worst teams in the NFL, but Bridgewater is doing his thing, protecting the ball, running the ball in after he got his leg messed up a couple years ago. Hey, great thing to see, man. And the Falcons, obviously, we know what happened there. Dan Quinn got fired. That team is just mad talented, man. You just can't continue to lose like that with that squad. Panthers ended up winning 23-16. Jaguars +6.5 on the Texans. I knew the Texans are desperate to get a W. They've been facing 4 solid teams before this, so the Texans minus 6.5. They ended up covering. They won 30-14. Deshaun Watson doing Deshaun Watson things. Gardner Minshew better start getting some W's, man, because if not, you might be in the same boat as Sam Darnold. You may be pretty good, but Trevor Lawrence is right there. Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, they're coming out, man. That's a pretty good quarterback class coming out next year too. So not only this year was a good year, with Herbert. Tua's not even playing it. Herbert and Joe Burrow, and they're already pretty solid. You already know Herbert's gonna be the QB for years. Joe Burrow looks good for years. They're already having some results, and Trevor Lawrence is supposed to be better, along with Justin Fields. So, good luck, man. You guys better start winning. If not, you're probably gonna get replaced very soon or backups for a long time. Dolphins versus Niners, man. I took the Dolphins plus the 8.5. Just knew that defense was solid. But I didn't think they're going to mollywop us, bro. Like 43-17. I think it's clear to see Nick Bosa's our best player. Without a pass rush, our defense doesn't look good. I mean, we're banged up in the secondary as well. We're down to our 4th, 5th string, 6th string cornerback. So not a good sign when we're trying to get some W's. And not only that, is that our schedule starts getting harder and harder. So being that we got mollywopped by the Dolphins, it looks like, if we don't pick it up, if Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't get healthy and starts balling out and scoring 30 points a game, we're going to get mollywopped all season. So Dolphins end up winning 43-17. Browns plus 2.5 on the Colts. I took the Browns with the points. This is a hard game to choose. The Browns, man, I think they made it over that hump of, the expectations that they had last year. They looked like they were overrated last year. Obviously, they were. This year, the expectations wasn't as high. Still high just because they have Odell and not Nick Chubb, but they have Kareem Hunt now towing the rock. So, good thing going on. I know Baker's banged up, so we'll see if he plays next week. But the Browns look good, man. That defense is starting to ball out and bow out. And Odell doing Odell things. So, Browns have a pretty good chance of competing for that division. Giants plus 11.5 on the Cowboys. I took the Cowboys minus 11.5. They won, but barely. I think it was the biggest thing. Obviously, the sad thing about that was Dak Prescott getting banged up, man. His foot coming out nasty, bro. Like, I don't ever want to see that ever again. Long story short, Giants put up a fight. Cowboys end up winning 37-34. Just a little bit too talented for the Giants, but hey, they battled. Vikings plus 9.5 on the Seahawks. This was actually my lock of the week. I took Vikings plus 9.5 in that game, but only won by 1 point. So we got that correct. I knew the Seahawks play down to the competition as well, but they usually squeak out the win. Russell Wilson's probably the best in-clutch quarterback of all time. He's getting up there, man. And the only reason why he doesn't get the love is because he threw the pick to Malcolm Brown. But honestly, Russell Wilson's probably the best quarterback playing right now. The Vikings had the game, looked like they had the game won, but hey, when you give the great ones a chance, pull out the dub. So Seahawks win 27-26, but don't cover the spread. Chargers plus 7.5 on the Saints. I took the Chargers at the spread. The Saints, I don't believe in Drew Brees. Drew Brees, I mean, even Sean Payton's not really believing in Drew Brees either. Taysom Hill's at the end of the game. I think that shows a lot of trust in Taysom Hill, but also at the same time distrust in Drew Brees and being a little bit one-dimensional. So, I mean, the Chargers ended up getting that, losing, but still in that plus 7.5, we ended up getting that right. So, just shows that Justin Herbert's the real deal. Chargers got a pretty stout defense, even though they're missing some key players in Ingram and Derwin James. But hey, man, this is a random team where they play up to their competition, down to their competition. So don't look too much into that. But hey, I think it's exciting to see Justin Herbert ball out. So that's week 5. I'll be back tomorrow for week 6 picks. The Bills and the Titans play tonight should be a good one. And jumping into next week, we'll we'll start looking at everything and going off of that. Anyways, like, subscribe, come join the team. Peace.